is up? My name is Lloyd. This is the Middle Card, which are my takes on the world of professional wrestling and all of its ins and outs. So let's go.
Round one. Fight.
So these are my AEW Double or Nothing 2022 predictions. So basically, I'm going to run through the match card, go through who I think is going to be coming out on top, and maybe exploring a little bit as to why. So let's just get into it. So first off, we have HookHausen versus Tony Nese and Smart Mark Sterling. Okay, so as this is the first time that HookHausen is ever coming together, obviously I think we're going to make fans happy here, and it's just going to be HookHausen going on top. Danhausen is going to curse somebody, Hook is going to choke somebody out. That's it. That's all you need. Kyle O'Reilly versus Darby Allin. Ooh, that's an interesting one. I don't think Darby's had any big wins lately, so I picked Darby, plus he needs the revenge for Sting, basically. Moving on to the next one. We have Death Triangle versus House of Black. Now, I'm thinking that this is going to be the match of the night. That is my bold prediction, that this is going to be the match of the night. I mean, the workers that are in this match are incredible. So I think this is going to steal the show. As for who's going to win, you know what? I'm going to make a bold prediction here. I'm going to take Death Triangle. I think they need a win over House of Black. Now, I think once House of Black loses, this is going to propel them, and I think they're just going to run roughshod over AEW. But I think in this instance, Death Triangle needs this win. And plus, they came out and they put House of Black on a tombstone and everything like that. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go Death Triangle. American Top Team versus Ty Conti, Sammy Guevara, and Frankie Kazarian. This is going to be Paige Van Zant's debut match, so I'm expecting American Top Team to take this one. Not much more to say about that than that one, but it should be pretty good. Hoping Paige Van Zant looks good, and I'm sure Ty Conti's gonna do her part in making Paige look good. So looking forward to that one as well. And next I have Keith Lee, Swerve Strickland, who I call Limitless Swerve, versus Jurassic Express versus Team Taz, Powerhouse Hobbes, and Ricky Starks. I don't think that the titles are going to change in a triple threat match. I think the titles are basically being held on to for FTR to collect them, because right now FTR are like the tag belt collectors. So I'm gonna say in one hell of a match, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus are going to get this victory. TBS Women's Championship. Anna Jade versus Jade Cargill. I don't expect Anna Jade to win this match. This isn't going to be the match that Jade Cargill loses. But what I'm hoping is that Anna Jade has a really good showing, just showing how she's progressed to this point. But Jade Cargill will win this match. Alright, moving on from there. Young Bucks versus Hardys. Old Hardys versus new Hardys. Hardy Classic versus Hardy, 2.0. So I'm going to go with Classic Hardys. I think the Hardys are going to be so over in this instance. Young Bucks don't really have anything going on right now. I don't think they need the victory because the Young Bucks are always over. They can always put on a classic match just out of nowhere. For instance, with FTR just a couple weeks ago. I think the Hardy Boys kind of need this victory. And the Hardys should be going on like a tag team run to head towards the AEW titles. Whether or not they get them, I don't think they need them. But I think this match right here is where the Hardys should take it in order to start going in that direction. Okay, JAS, Jericho Appreciation Society versus Jon Moxley, Bryan Danielson, Eddie Kingston, and Santana and Ortiz. I think the Jericho Appreciation Society has to win this match. I think it's too new in its inception for them to lose. And the cast of characters that are a part of the Jericho Appreciation Society, they need this victory. There's nobody on this other side that takes a real loss or a real hit from losing this match. So somehow Jericho's gonna be a wizard and he's gonna throw a fireball to the face, and that's gonna be the end of that. Okay. Owen Cup predictions. So, men's division and women's division. Let's start with the women's division. Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho. I have to be honest with you. I think because Ruby Soho has lost her chance at the AEW Women's Championship. She lost in the TBS tournament finals, the TBS Women's Championship tournament finals. I think Ruby Soho needs a big win here. So I think this is her time to finally get the big win. And it's a rematch versus Britt Baker, so it's the perfect time to give Ruby Soho that big win. So I think Ruby is going over. On the men's side, Adam Cole versus Samoa Joe. I think they've been setting up this arm angle with Samoa Joe, so it gives him an out just in case he loses. Also, my logic kind of tells me that Samoa Joe is already the ROH television champion, so why does he need to win the Owen Hart Cup? Adam Cole on the other side, he's had 2 shots at the AEW World Championship and he came up short. So I think right now he really needs a big victory. So I think Adam Cole is going over Samoa Joe. Probably expect Jay Lethal to come out and cause a distraction or get involved somehow, but I think for sure Adam Cole is going to be the winner. AEW Women's Championship, Thunder Rosa versus Serena Deeb. I'm expecting a much better match than the promos have indicated. A much better match than the promos have indicated, but I'm expecting a really good match between those two, and I'm picking Thunder Rosa to get the victory. It's not her time to lose the title. In breaking news, it doesn't appear that MJF and Wardlow will be taking place at Double or Nothing. It was broken by Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful that Wardlow will not be having his match with MJF. MJF seems to have booked a flight out of Las Vegas, so unless it's a swerve, I hope it's a swerve, it does not appear that we will be having MJF versus Wardlow. Now my prediction for that match, if for some reason it were to go down, would be for Wardlow to obviously win, because it's the only conclusion to the story that they're telling. Wardlow finally winning, Wardlow breaking free of MJF, Wardlow getting an AEW contract. However, as far as I know, at this point in time, and I'm filming this video very late in the morning, MJF has booked a flight to leave Las Vegas, and it appears that this match will not be happening. Okay. The AEW Championship. Hangman Adam Page versus CM Punk. Gone back and forth between this, and I've come to 2 conclusions, of which I'm going to choose one at the end. If it's a straight up match, Hangman Adam Page with his attitude right now versus CM Punk, Hangman Adam Page wins. However, I feel like there's a swerve coming with this match. I feel like CM Punk is turning heel. There's just something about it. There's something about the story of CM Punk that's being told. And right now he's the most over guy in the company. But I feel like we're going to get a double turn. I feel like Hangman Adam Page is going into the match. He's sort of being, I'm not going to call it booed, but his pop isn't as big as compared to CM Punk. When they're both out together, the people are chanting for CM Punk. Adam Page, he said he's going to destroy CM Punk. He said he's protecting AEW from CM Punk. So these are all things that kind of lead you in the direction that Adam Page is turning heel, like he's becoming obsessed with being the champion. On the other side, you have CM Punk, and CM Punk has been keeping this cool, keeping this calm. Something about it just has me believing that there may be a double turn. I think they're going to try and pull it off. I think they're going to try and pull off a Stone Cold and Bret Hart, and there's going to be a double turn. CM Punk is going to go heel, and CM Punk is going to become the AEW champion. That's it. Those are my predictions for AEW Double or Nothing 2022. Let's go.